Who knew a box could be so expensive? What's going on, everybody? It's Brennan. The channel is Dan Planet. I'm the One Man Show. I want you to put your shoes on, grab a coat if the weather is inclement, jump in my car because we are going shopping. And by shopping, I don't mean just shopping for resale. As you will see, I make a mistake earlier in this video. We're going to have to fix that, so we're going to do a little bit of extra shopping in this one. We've got a giveaway to get to, so stay tuned for that. I'm also going to show you an item that I sourced and have already sold, and I'm going to show you how to ship it. Some of you get hung up on this item, and I don't think you have to. It's a lot easier than it looks or it appears. So we got a bunch of stuff in between. Get in the car, let's get moving. Let's start off in the hard goods section, electronics. This thing caught my eye. It's like a sorbet maker. It's the Ninja Creamy ice cream maker. It's like a one button function machine, very heavy. Model number on this is NC301. These are the types of things that get used once, if at all, and then just get donated. No one ever, gets use out of them. It looks like it was used. I missed the fact that it is missing a key component. We will get back to that in just a minute. They want $16 for it, but it's $100 pre-owned if the thing works, if it's got all of the parts. So keep that in mind because we're going to come back to that item. Anytime you see a coffee machine that has a self grinder attached to it, look it up. I almost broke that thing right there because some of them have a pretty high resale value. This one did not. I don't even remember what the model number is on it, but anytime you see that at the top of them, please look them up if you're not afraid to get some coffee beans and test those machines at home. They are great for resale. So the second thing I'm going to pick up is the piece right next to it. So this like little glass percolator vacuum coffee maker from Bodum. Pretty cool looking thing here. All of the glass, one of the things you got to check for is like any chips in the glass, right? When you have something this delicate. It doesn't come with the little scooper accessory, but it has what appears to be everything else. And I saw a sold comp pre-owned, almost the exact same thing for $50. So I'm going to pick this up at $6. I can get this shipped in a 12 by 12 by 9 priority box, packaged very well, safely, and I'm not going to have any problem shipping that item. So I think I can get it moved for $50. They sell like $90 to $100 brand new. If somebody looking for a deal, they'll get a nice machine there. So right away we have a couple of cool items, but again, that first item we're gonna have to come back to that because it's missing that piece. But you'll see what happens here in just a bit. So we're moving on here. Let's go over to some of the accessories and bags and hats. That's I don't know what you call that, Louis Vuitton? Let's call it that. A couple of these bags here, no value. And then I saw this, you're going to see this coming up, this brown bag here. I'm wondering if you recognize that pattern before I mention what it is. Now, I wouldn't get too excited because it is Versace. It's obviously pebbled leather, but it's Versace perfumes, and it's a amenity kit that is a Turkish Airlines collaboration, right? So if you sit business class, I think you get this, and it's got some perfumes and creams and whatnot. This is obviously empty. But there's a market for people that just want these accessory bags, and the fact that it's got the Versace name on it, honestly, I don't think they had anything to do with any of the manufacturing here. It's just them putting their name on it, and just the accessory that you get for flying Turkish Airlines. But I think $25 for both of those. I was only charged $1.99 for them. So $4 in, I'll list each one of them for $25. There are definitely sold comps for just the empty bag or empty accessory bag, so I'll take that. The Versace name is a strong name. There's people that are going to want to have that, and I have a ton of success, especially at the bins, finding the toiletry bags, the accessory bags, those little, even the things, Delta has a collaboration with Tumi where they sell a bag like that. So I like those, easy to ship, and probably just a matter of time before they sell. It might not sell as quick as, some of the real stuff, but I'll take it. It says Versace. We're going to run with it. Move over here to the shoes. I looked up this pair of Ultra Boost, and I was almost going to put these back because I was just like, these are too plain. There's not going to be a lot of resale value here, but I was surprised. They're Ultra Boost 4.0. I think they're a women's size 7.5. The color is weird, like salmon. I'm not sure what you call that color. But the resale value on these is very good. It's only going to cost me $5. The midsoles don't look like they are too terribly stained, so I'm going to list them for $33. I think they'll probably sell in the $30 range. Next pair here, a really glossy pair of Air Max Torch, size 12. A couple of things that I don't like about this outside of the resale value is I could have cleaned them up, but if you look at the bottom of the soles here, there's cracking. So these are really on their last legs. So I'm going to pass based on that. And quite honestly, the resale value, you saw the comps, they really didn't look that great, even at $5. So it just caught my eye because they were glossy and I thought I could resell them if they were in decent condition. I'm going to pass on those mid-level Cole Haans. I think they're a nice shoe, but I'm not doing a ton of like mid-level dress shoes right now. So we're just going to pass on that and keep the Ultra Boosts. So shout out to this store for putting some Lego on the shelves, even, you know, at $14.99. Now it's open box, but it is brand new. The resale value on this may be $20 to $25 brand new. So at 15 bucks, it might be a decent deal if you're just going to purchase it for a gift or for yourself. But at 15 bucks for resale, not enough meat on the bone to pick that up. But they're putting Lego on the shelves lately, which you usually never see. At least in my location, you never see that. So some medium-sized vineyard vines for $9. We're going to pass on that. But yeah, anytime you are finding Lego on the shelves, that's news to us, because that stuff almost always hits shop Goodwill if we are talking about sourcing inside a Goodwill store. And I'm sure other thrift stores that sell online kind of mimic and do the same thing. So let's look at some of these carts next. These are the picked over carts, but this thing here is very exciting. So it's a brown box, but it is a Reed and Barton silverware chest. Now, they only want $6 for it. And I saw a recent comp that looked like it was selling in maybe the $80, $90 range for the last 90 days. But I went into Terapeak and I've seen probably 3 or 4 of this, almost this exact, if not exact model, silverware chest selling for over $100. So I got this home, cleaned it up, have it listed for exactly that, $100. And these are the types of items that I just love because, again, that cart was picked over. All those carts were picked over. That thing was just sitting there screaming for somebody to pick it up and do a little bit of homework on it if they're doing it for reselling purposes. So totally lucky. I love it. It's got a little bit of wear on the top. I'm not terribly concerned about that because the interior was in pretty good shape. So what a score. Absolutely happy with that one. $100. I think I will be the only one that has that listed. So we're going to move on to a pair of Danskos. I hear a lot of people say, don't purchase Danskos. They dry rot on the bottom. This is the XP Pro XP hibiscus with like a blue-black metallic finish. You have to check the rims there. Sometimes there's wear. We're going to test this in store. I want to see if these soles are going to hold up even before I take them home. I can clean the interior without a problem, a little bit of hair, but so that's not an issue. But we want to make sure that the soles aren't going to explode. So let's test them right here. We're going to do the bend test. I'm just going to, and again, I'm not going to bend it all the way back, even though these are really hard to bend. That's my first one. Everything looks okay. I'm going to flip it over to make sure I didn't do any damage to the top of it. And then let's go a little bit harder on the end. That's really all you need to do the bend test. Just hold it there for a couple of seconds. Look, they held up. They're in great condition. So I'm going to list those for 45 bucks. They were a women's size 11.5 to 12. Next thing here is a fry cutter. This is interesting because it's going to be the only one listed for this brand. Westmark, Palm Free Perfect, French fry cutter. There, I went into Terapeak. I actually saw a couple, like maybe in July, sell for around $25 to $30. Those ones had a red handle. This one here has a black handle, but there's a couple of things I like. It's only $4. I'm going to be the only one that has it listed. And even though it might be a slow seller, I don't think I'm going to have any problem selling it. So flipping it for $30, only paying $4. I like it. You can see the retail price was, I think, $65 for this. And again, since I'm the only one that's going to have it, I'm going to pick that up. So another, pretty decent find, like a mid-level find, but $4 into $30, something I'm probably going to do 100% of the time. So I don't know if that watch was, maybe I should have looked that up. That thing looked generic, like a generic gift set. I don't know where that would have come from. Hopefully I didn't pass up a $10,000 watch, but I don't know at all. So look and see if there's anything else exciting here. Sometimes these micro cards are good, but I don't even think the micro card was in that. So we're just gonna have to move on. But yeah, test those Danskos. You don't have to bend it all the way. I've said this before, your foot doesn't bend all the way. So when you're doing the bend test, it doesn't make any sense to bend it that far. So if we're going to total everything up so far, I've spent $46 and my listed value is 408. But that ice cream machine, it's missing the interior pint that you need to make the actual ice cream. And so what we're gonna do here is, and it looks like it's starting to rain a little bit in Columbus, is we're gonna track this thing down. So we're gonna head into Bed Bath & Beyond, and lo and behold, they have one left. It's actually the Ninja Creamy Pint and Lid 2-pack, and I'm going to enlist the help of my oldest daughter. We're gonna take this thing home, and we are going to test this ice cream maker to make sure that it works. So we got all of the ingredients. The Ninja Creamy 2-pack costs $20. You can see the piece right there. But I have the other one listed brand new for $15. So I'll be able to recoup some of the $20 that I spent, and we're gonna see if this thing works. So what you have to do is, once you make the ice cream mixture, you have to throw it in the freezer, and you have to wait 24 hours. So we're gonna pop it in, and then I'm gonna pull it out. And the only thing you really have to do after that is hit one button. So I hit the ice cream button, and I sit there and I let the machine do its job. And let me tell you what, this thing was super loud. And it was only maybe 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes to test this, but I swear it felt like an eternity. But you can see, and I have cut to where I've added some mini chocolate chips to it. So you run it twice. You run it once without it, and then you run it a second time with the chips inside. And I mean, there it is. Made perfect ice cream. It actually tastes really delicious. So that was a lot of fun. So now I can list this thing with the pint included for $100. And what a fun machine. It's actually the first time I've ever made ice cream. So pretty excited there. And we're going to go back to the stores because I just can't get enough. And I'm going to pick these Tory Burch up, but they're not in like perfect condition. They've got a lot of wear. The style on this Tory Burch is Ambrose. I think these are a women's size 8.5, but you can see the front, there's a lot of wear, and there's a lot of wear on the buckle. There's wear like towards the heels. The soles are in okay condition. So we're going to target a very different buyer here, somebody that like wants the luxury brand but doesn't want to pay a high price. I'm going to list these at $20. This is not one of the most popular Tory Burch styles of shoe, ballet flat. So we're going for the bargain hunter in that instance, and we're going to list them at $20. I can ship them first class. They're going to cost me $5. So it's not a huge return, but I'm a brand buyer, and I'm convinced that there's somebody out there. And I've done this before with Tory Burch that have been not well worn, but in a condition similar to the ones you just saw, where I've priced them, very aggressively towards the bottom, and they've sold. So we'll take that and get a quick maybe $12 to $15 after you factor in fees. Crocs is my favorite brand this year for shoes. This is the Jaina Slingback. These are cute. I think they're a women's size 7. They have like a little turquoise flower attached to them, and we'll clean them up a little bit. I've already got them photographed and listed. $22 on these. Crocs is such an easy seller, and I just continue to source them. I find them at the bins all the time. I'm finding them in stores here. And then every now and then you'll get some free money. This is a Les Paul Guitar Hero guitar. The style is 95339.805. I've already sold this for $60, and I'm going to show you how I pack and ship that because I think some of you kind of get hung up when it comes to shipping the Guitar Hero guitars, but I love free money. That thing sold in just a couple of hours. They are in super high demand, and that was amazing. So I got in line and checked out, but before I checked out, I saw a pair of shoes behind the counter that I had to have. So these are Nike Jordan 5 Retros. The color on these is wolf gray. They are a size 11. I think I'm going to have the only size 11. The air pockets were mint. You could see right through them. They've got a little bit of wear at the front here, and they don't have the original laces. So I'm listing those for $180. And I'm only going to be paying $10 for them. Thank goodness I spotted them before somebody else. So let's total it all up. $69 spent, $690 in listed value. Thanks so much for watching. Let's ship that guitar. This is the box size. This size is 15 by 12 by 3 priority mail box. We're going to use 2 of them, and we're going to double box it. You can separate the pieces. Remember, there's a little lever right there on the back of this guitar. Easy enough. Just a little bit of bubble wrap, and sometimes I'll be totally honest, sometimes I don't even bubble wrap this piece here. This is super hard plastic. These are manufactured with the idea or the expectation that kids are going to beat them up. So it's hard plastic and it's durable. So I'm going to stick each piece in the bottom. Actually, I'm going to fast forward here so that I can do this with 2 hands, but these are gonna go in and then I'm just gonna double box that. So I'm gonna show you really quickly, that's what they look like inside, right? Not much to it, pretty easy. Now, when you double box these, this will happen often. And one of the things you have to remember too, it's not a beauty contest, right? Just tape this thing up and then get it shipped out. That will happen. Sometimes it's not a perfect fit and it's totally okay. I'm gonna put a ton of tape around this. We'll get the label on it and we'll ship it out. Label is on, it's taped up, it is ready to go. It was 20 by 12 by 4 inches and I put it at 4 pounds. But these are super easy to ship. Don't make it any harder than it has to be. And I hope you end up finding one. You guys remember this hat from a couple of videos ago? Let's give this thing away. It's burning a hole in my proverbial pocket. Let's do it now. All right, let's key in the URL. What do we want to do? We want to filter comments. No, exclude. Add extra entries, remove winter. No. Filter comments. Where's the duplicate? Filter duplicate users. That's what we want. And I think that's all we have to do. Do I have to do this? Enter in 11. All right, let's get the comments. Number of unique comments, 197. And then I think we just have to hit this button here. And who is it going to be? Kim's Shop. You are the winner. I'm going to send you the Patagonia hat. Congratulations. dadplanetofficial@gmail.com. Email me your details. I will get that hat shipped out to you. That's all I got for you today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Brendan here, Dad Planet, the one-man show. Hit that like button if you liked what you saw or you learned something today, and then always consider becoming a member of the Dad Planet family by subscribing and hitting that bell notification icon so that you know every single time I upload a video to YouTube. But that is it. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next one.